When I got pregnant, I was young, broke, and dating this guy that we'll call Dick. I met Dick while working on a TV show. I was a background artist, and I remember walking onto the studio lot and feeling awestruck. I'd watch actors take their mark and directors call
action.
I had left the soul-sucking classrooms of community college behind and walked onto a living, breathing, filming set.
Hi, I'm here for background. I'm so sorry I'm late.
All good. I'm Dick.
Oh, hi, Anna. Nice to meet you.
You can just hang out here. We're gonna get to you in a second.
Okay. Cool.
All good. I'm on my way. Night.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, but hey, great job today.
Thank you.
You think you might want to work the show again?
I loved working background. I was buying my groceries at the 99-cent store to supplement Costco mac and cheese packs my parents had bought me. I wanted all the work and free hot meals I could get. Dick asked for my number so he could book me directly. And every week, he called me in for work. I loved it. And then one day, when I was signing out, I hadn't known this was on the table. If he was flirting, that meant I could now relentlessly pursue him. It didn't take long before I was bombarding Dick with messages and imagining what his butt looked like underneath those baggy cargo pants. And then I found out.
My brother died.
I'm sorry.
And since I had lost a sister as well, my delusional self immediately created an entire romance novel starring us.
Two survivors. We were meant to be together. We would
Help each other heal.
In my head, we had an insanely deep connection that no one else could comprehend. We shared a mutual grief, an understanding of mortality and
death.
I was an insane person. From that point on, I bugged Dick a lot. Finally, he caved. Over dinner, I learned he liked to meditate, loved the outdoors, and he said,
I don't believe in monogamy.
I asked him to elaborate.
It's an outdated concept that no man could possibly uphold.
I, like most hopelessly infatuated idiots, just figured he hadn't met the right person yet. Dick and I dated for 1.5 years, and every 3 months, he would cheat on me. Every 3 months, he would admit his infidelity and say he was sorry. He blamed his behavior on his brother's suicide, saying it had left him broken and damaged. I told myself I understood the whole self-sabotage thing. And instead of walking away, I found out his phone's passcode. I would wait until he fell asleep and pore over his messages. He would get mad that I violated his privacy, and the cycle would repeat. Despite these very clear red flags, we stayed together. During which time, I got pregnant. I wasn't great at taking the pill. I was working 4 jobs, attending comedy and acting classes, and filming videos every week. I would go to sleep late and wake up early, often forgetting to take the pill. But whatever, right? I wasn't going to get pregnant. I'd already lost my sister. Surely the universe would give me a break. Then one morning, my nipples felt weird. I knew instantly. Smiley face? Smiley face. Smiley fucking face.
What is this? Okay, this is not a great time for me to have kids. Right? And you should be older. You don't want to have a baby. You should be much older. Hey, look, you should probably have a baby with another guy.
Seriously, he told me I should probably have a baby with another guy.
You have to get an abortion.
Are we not even gonna have a conversation about this?
What conversation?
I'm not gonna go have an abortion without at least like talking through. I had spent years secretly judging my friends for getting abortions.
So, Anna.
How could they destroy a life like that? I thought of them as selfish human beings who killed something that never stood a chance. The view was great from that high-ass horse. But of course, when it happens to you, you go through the same reality check. Am I ready to be a mom? No. Is Dick ready to be a dad? No. Do I have the financial means to support a child? No. I can barely afford to feed my 3 cats. I eventually came to the same conclusion as Dick. They told me I was only 7 days pregnant. The doctor was very impressed when I told him my clairvoyant nipple story.
I am very impressed with your clairvoyant nipple story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I was given an abortion pill. What the doctor didn't tell me about the pill is that it makes you nauseous.
It's okay. I'm pregnant.
I'll admit that I liked being thought of as pregnant. It made me want to walk around with a pregnant belly and see how I would be treated. All the doors that would be opened for me. Perhaps people would even offer to buy me something to eat. I imagined being 9 months pregnant and raising a child. But there was one thing I wanted in order to go down that path. Someone who truly loved me. I knew then that I wanted to be a mom, but this wasn't the time. If I bring a child into the world, I want to be able to give him or her all of my love and attention. I want to be in a relationship where the child is wanted. I bled and cried and cramped for 3 hours. I wondered if I was doing the right thing. If this was murder. If I was a bad person. I vowed I would never go through that shit again. The next time I got pregnant, it would be when I was ready.
Baby, have you thought about how you want to pay me back for your half of the abortion?
I wish I could say that Dick and I broke up after this, but we didn't. I still thought Dick was my spiritual soulmate, that he was the only person who could possibly understand what I had been through, and vice versa. I liked the way he smelled, and the color of his eyes, and that he took me to Buddhist meditation sessions. He's the reason I went on a week-long silent meditation retreat. I spent 7 grueling days sitting with myself, walking with myself, and living with myself. On the last day of the retreat, we all had to go around and say one word that summed up our experience.
Love.
Whole.
Discovery. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
And it clicked. This is me. I'm a person who makes other people laugh. I felt peaceful, and I loved myself without shame or neuroses or arrogance. And when I was having the most revealing, vulnerable, self-loving moment of my life, Dick was sticking his dick in someone else. So when he showed up at my door, crying and begging for forgiveness, I finally thought, fuck this guy. Out in the desert, I'd finally found some self-respect. And I haven't been pregnant since.